everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet an easy star stitch. Now this stitch is worked similar to other star stitches that are out there, but it is so easy to work and the fabric is a little bit lighter than some of the other star stitches out there. It's the same on both sides and it's just a fun, easy one row repeat. For our tutorial today, we're going to be using a 5mm crochet hook, as well as a little bit of cotton yarn. This is the 100% cotton yarn called Pima Cotton by Lion brand, and it is a worsted weight yarn. There's links to these items in the description of the video. Also in the description, you'll find a direct link to the free written instructions, which is on richtexturescrochet.com. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe, take a look around. I update this channel every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Our tutorial today is worked in rows, so we're going to start by making a slip knot and then by working a foundation chain. Your foundation chain today will need to be an even number of stitches. So I'm going to start off by chaining 20. Now one thing I did notice when I was working up this swatch is that it tends to shrink the chain quite a bit. So if you're wanting to make a longer piece, you'll just have to take into account, I'd add a couple, maybe an inch or two to the desired length that you want when you're working that first chain. I'm going to add 2 more just for good measure. For row 1, we're going to start by inserting our hook into the 3rd chain from our hook. You're then going to yarn over and draw up a loop. Next, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, and draw up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops twice. So there's 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more. Chain 1. You're then going to insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over and draw up a loop, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Chain 1. You're going to repeat that all the way across. Insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more loops, and chain 1. Repeat that all the way across. When you come all the way across at the end of row 1, you're going to finish off row 1 by chaining 3 and then turn your work. For row 2, now this is our repeat row, we're going to begin by inserting our hook into the 3rd chain from our hook. So this is just right at the base of the foundation chain. You're going to insert your hook into that chain, yarn over and draw up a loop. You're then going to insert your hook into the next chain 1 space, and I see now that I have skipped that chain 1, so I'm going to go back a little bit, finish off my row 1 properly, the chain 1, and then my final stitch here. There we go. Chain 3, turn your work. So again, to start off, row 2, insert your hook into that third chain from your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop. You're then going to insert your hook into the next chain 1 space. So in other star stitches, you'd actually stick it into that chain stitch, but we're going to insert our hook right into that space. Yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 more, and chain 1. You're then going to insert your hook into the same chain space as the previous stitch. Yarn over, drop a loop. Insert your hook into the next chain space. Yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 more, and chain 1. You're going to repeat that all the way across. Insert your hook into the same chain 1 space. Yarn over, drop a loop. Insert your hook into the next chain 1 space. Yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2 more, and chain 1. And it is that easy. You are going to repeat that all the way across to the end of your row. All the way across. When you come to your final stitch, you're going to work that final one into the chain 1 space, and then into the space between the chain 3, the starting chain 3, and the first stitch. So just into that chain 3 space. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 3, and turn your work. One final thing to note, I did find when I started this stitch, your first row does seem to flare out a little bit at the bottom. Once the fabric relaxes, it does kind of go back in, so there's not as much flaring. If you find it still continues to do so, you may wish to go back and use a smaller hook just for that foundation chain, and then use a larger hook for the rest of the pattern. That's up to you. You're then going to, once you've done that row 2, for the rest of the pattern, you're simply going to repeat that row 2 for as long as you would like. Always remember to work that final stitch into that final chain 3 space. Chain 3, turn, and then that's it. That's all there is to working this easy star stitch. It has such beautiful results. So thank you so much for joining me, and once again, don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time for another great stitch tutorial. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.